In Valparaiso, Indiana, a McGill Manufacturing, which makes ball bearings, is shutting down. Continuing with the economic news, they're laying off 160 workers. This seems to be a theme with the Trump administration. A rather substantial theme, in fact. Daily Kos put together a short list on this. This is Walter Einenkel for Daily Kos. And, he starts out, Trump said that he was going to save 1,000 jobs, American jobs over at Carrier. Nah, sorry, the layoffs happened. He was going, his tax breaks to AT&T and Verizon, they've been laying off workers. Oklahoma City, Chesapeake Energy just laid off a couple hundred workers. Tenet Healthcare just laid off 1,300 workers. After the tax breaks, that was before the tax breaks. After the tax breaks, Tenet announced that they would lay off another 2,000 workers. General Motors announced layoffs as well as plant closures back in November. Can you say winning? Yes. Ford announced plans to lay off workers. Pfizer, once they got their tax break, they're cutting scientists' jobs, shutting down entire sections of their research. Harley-Davidson closed down a Kansas City plant. Walmart closed down 60 Sam Club stores in order to keep Trump and the Republicans' winning streak alive, writes Walter Einenkel. Citibank says they could downsize about 10,000 jobs over the next 5 years. J.P. Morgan Chase is laying off hundreds of people. This is all, post-tax cut. Financial institutions got a $21 billion tax cut. Nomura Holdings laying off dozens of people. Deutsche Bank and Commerce Bank are laying off as many as 30,000 people. Goldman Sachs is laying off people. So far, it's just 65 jobs. They're blaming economic factors. Standard Bank Group closing 91 branches across South Africa. This is happening worldwide now. It's just, yeah. Do you feel like you're winning yet? I mean, are we all excited? Fascinating piece over at on CNN's website. Ellie Honig wrote this, and Ellie is a legal analyst and former federal and state prosecutor. Excuse me, he. Ellie says, I'll just share this with you just straight up. This is off CNN's website, CNN.com. As a federal organized crime prosecutor, I learned that the mafia uses a practice known as kicking up or paying tribute to the boss. Essentially, all members of a mafia family must make sure that some of their earnings end up in their boss's pocket. Now, this is, for the underlings, this is a way of currying favor with the boss. For the boss, it's how the boss gets rich. This is how mafia families work. And this is a former federal prosecutor who went after mafia families. And this prosecutor, Ellie Honig, is saying, hey, this is what Mike Pence did when he stayed at Trump's hotel in Ireland. This is what Bill Barr is doing when he's putting $30,000 into Trump's pockets by having his Christmas party at Trump's hotel in Washington, D.C. It's called kicking up. And, and I keep going back to this, for a couple of years now, I have been saying that Trump, in my mind, I look at the way he behaves, the way that he demands complete loyalty, the way that he's willing to break laws, the way that he draws people into, that he's a mafia boss, basically. His role model are mafia bosses.